Friends, I am Benil, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Pondicherry College of Engineering. So, in this video class, I am going to teach you what is parse tree and types of derivation and ambiguity. Okay. So, last video class, I taught you what is grammar, and I taught you the definition of grammar. What is the definition of grammar? G equal to VTPS, variable terminal production start symbol. Okay, G equal to VTPS, so this is called as grammar. So last video class I taught you derivation also. What is derivation? Derivation means expanding the start symbol until given string is reached. So this is the given string id, open brace id plus id, close brace, and I have expanded the start symbol e tends to open brace e close brace, and I have expanded start symbol until the given string is reached. So this is the given string, open brace id plus id close brace is the given string. So till this we have to expand the start symbol, okay, start symbol production, and you should know only the variable can expand, that I already taught you, right. So this is the derivation, and next one is type of derivation, types of derivation. With this example I am going to explain types of derivation. So there is two types of derivation. Before that I will write the grammar, the same grammar, E tends to E, A, E, open brace E, close brace, slash E, slash ID, and A tends to plus, minus, star, okay, star. So I have to obtain ID, open brace ID plus ID, close brace. This is the string we want to obtain, okay. So this is the derivation, and there is two types of derivation. One is leftmost derivation, leftmost derivation, leftmost derivation, simply we will denote it as LM, leftmost derivation. And another one is rightmost derivation, rightmost derivation, rightmost derivation. So we will denote it as RM, okay. LM means leftmost derivation, RM means rightmost derivation. So what is the use of leftmost derivation and rightmost derivation in the grammar? Some parser, like some compiler, that may accept or that may do the parsing using leftmost derivation. Some parser do the parsing using rightmost derivation, okay. They will follow any one of the derivation based on the programmer, Sometimes leftmost derivation, the program or compiler is designed by using parsing the grammar using leftmost derivation, rightmost derivation, right. In order to increase the efficiency or simplicity of the compiler, they will follow any one type of derivation, okay, right. So what is leftmost derivation and rightmost derivation? I will explain you the previous example, that is E tends to E slash open brace E slash E slash ID, A tends to plus, minus, star, okay. The same grammar I will explain you the leftmost derivation, okay. So I taught you what is derivation. Derivation, if any university exam they will ask do it using derivation, means you can follow leftmost derivation or rightmost derivation or combination of left and right derivation. Now that is not a problem, but particularly if they ask do it using leftmost derivation, means you have to follow the leftmost derivation, okay, right. So see, leftmost derivation in the sense, first we will do using the derivation, okay. That means we have to expand the start symbol production first. So you know A is not a start symbol production. Which one is start symbol production? E is start symbol production, because E only starting the grammar, okay. So see, E tends to EAE, open brace E slash ID, right. So we will do one thing, we will change the string. So what we want to obtain is minus open brace ID plus ID, okay. So this string if you want to obtain, we will do the derivation, right. So now I am going to teach you leftmost derivation. So first I can take any string, right, followed by yes, this is minus E, okay. So if we change this minus, we have to put minus here, okay. right? So we will follow leftmost derivation. So E tends to EAE open brace E minus E ID. So which production I want to take first? Can I take this production? If I take this production, we cannot obtain minus symbol first. Okay, see one example. If I take E tends to EAE, I cannot obtain instead of E, if I can substitute minus AE. So A I don't have open brace. Okay, see I can expand A I don't have open brace. So it is not possible to take this production. Then if I take this production, E tends to open brace E close brace. First it is the open brace. So I cannot obtain minus symbol first. So I cannot take that production also. Okay, so if I take E tends to ID, I cannot derive all the string. See, only ID is obtained. ID is also string, identifier string. So only ID is obtained. So I cannot derive minus open brace ID plus ID, the close brace. So what I want to do is, I can take only E tends to minus E. Okay, so leftmost derivation, since it is leftmost derivation, E tends to minus E I can take. Okay, so since it is leftmost derivation, you just put it like LM. Then only the evaluator can know you are doing leftmost derivation. Okay, right. So what is leftmost derivation is, you have to derive the string or the variable from the leftmost variable. Can you understand? We have to derive the variable from the leftmost side. See, this is the variable, this is the production string. So which one we have to derive is from the leftmost variable. Leftmost variable means from here to here. Leftmost variable from here to here. Okay. So see, in this production, which is variable is E is variable. So leftmost variable is E, because from here only E I can obtain E, right? So I have to expand E first. Okay. So LM E, what I can do is minus I obtained, then I need open brace E close brace. So minus already is there. So for E I want to put open brace E close brace. Okay. So since it is leftmost derivation, we have to check from the leftmost side. So this is terminal, no need to expand. Then the next variable is E, leftmost variable is E. So which one I have to put is, I need minus sign is there, open brace is there, I need ID plus ID. So something like that, ID plus ID. So this E I can obtain ID, this E I can put ID, this A I can put plus. So next step I will get like this. So only possible I can take this production. Okay, so for E, I want to put E, A, E close brace. Clear? Clear which production I have? So better you can write like which one is you taken? E tends to minus E. For this you have taken E tends to open brace E close brace. For this you have taken E tends to E, A, E. This is for evaluator understanding, that means valuator understanding. You can write like this. Okay, so in our notes I have given very clearly, you just check it our notes also, right? Then L leftmost derivation, which production I want to apply, which variable I have to expand? Tell me which variable I have to expand. Can I expand this E? No. Why? This is, since it is a leftmost derivation, we have to check from leftmost side. Clear? I cannot expand A also, leftmost derivation. So I can expand this E alone. E I can expand. Okay. So more or less the answer I got it. Open brace, something I got it. So for this E, what I can do? I can put ID. So whether I have to check, I want to check where we have E tends to ID. Yes, E tends to ID is there. So since E, A, this E I can put ID close brace. Clear? ID close brace. Then minus, you have to, don't forget to put LM since it is leftmost derivation, and don't forget to put using some pencil or something different color, I mean black or blue, you can put one underline, then only we know we have expanded. See here, which one I can expand? Can I expand ID? No, ID is a terminal. So can I expand? This is also terminal. Then this A I want to expand. So I need plus here, right? So whether A we have plus, yes, A I have plus. So E plus ID. Okay, so here what I do is, expanded is E tends to ID. So here what variable production I used is A tends to plus. a tends to plus. Okay, now I have expand this variable. Since this terminal, this is terminal, this is variable. So leftmost derivation minus open brace. For this e, I can put id plus id close brace. So e tends to id. Okay, so I obtained the string minus open brace id plus id and close brace. Okay, since this is leftmost derivation method. Okay, the leftmost derivation method, clear. And another one derivation is rightmost derivation. So the same procedure we have to follow, derivation, but we want to expand the string from rightmost variable, clear. Rightmost variable, the same thing I will, so this is clear, right? Leftmost derivation, and I am going to do rightmost derivation. Okay, so here I have a space, so then only we can compare. I am going to do rightmost derivation. So see, e tends to, since it is rightmost derivation, I have put rm. Okay, so we can write small letter rm, rightmost derivation, I can put rm. So e tends to minus e. So already e tends to is there, right? So e tends to minus e, same I have put. So since it is rightmost derivation, I have to check which one is the variable from rightmost. So the minus is a terminal, so only e is there, so e is a variable. So I want to expand e, so I want to get e, open brace e close brace. So rightmost derivation, which variable I have to expand? From rightmost. This is terminal, so this e only I can expand. So I need e, a, e, this variable, e, this production. So minus e, a, e close brace. Okay, so rm rightmost derivation, and this e, here which variable you have to expand? Since it is rightmost derivation, you have to expand this e from rightmost. Okay, so minus open brace id a e, right? So next, which one you have to expand? This a we have to expand. Okay, so minus id and a we have to put plus and e, right? Okay, since it is rm, which variable we have to expand? id plus this variable you have to expand id. So finally I got a string that is minus id plus id plus id. Okay, close brace. So what is the difference between these two is, we have to expand the variable or we have to derive the variable from leftmost is called leftmost derivation. We have derived the variable from rightmost is called rightmost variable. Clear? So this is the types of derivation we have to know. Clear? So last video class I taught you what is grammar, and then I taught you what is the types of grammar, and types of grammar, one is leftmost derivation, and derivation, one is rightmost derivation. Okay, so next video class I taught you what is past tree. Okay, thank you.